Perfect.
Welcome back to the Underrated Podcast, episode 28, titled Y'all Helping Them Win. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just listening to this new 50 track. It's fire too. I thought 50 said he don't back down. They got on 50 head and things went left. Now I remember when 50 was actually campaigning for the current president. He actually endorsed the current president. But after Black Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all them got on his head with the Cancel 50 tour, it didn't even change. So it got so bad that they went out and got his Chelsea handler to handle the situation. So Chelsea made an appearance on the Jimmy Fallon show. And on the Jimmy Fallon show, she had to remind 50 of Joe Biden's presidential slogan.
I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
You heard about my ex-boyfriend, right? 50 Cent and his support of Donald Trump.
Yeah, what's going on between you? I saw your tweets and I go, wait, what's happening? Because you said he was your favorite ex-boyfriend and then what does he do? He's supporting Trump?
He says he doesn't want to pay 62% of taxes, which, by the way, isn't a plan of Joe Biden's. That's a lie. So he doesn't want to pay 62% of taxes because he doesn't want to go from being 50 cent to 20 cent. And I had to remind him that he was a black person, so he can't vote for Donald Trump, and that he shouldn't be influencing an entire swath of people who may listen to him because he's worried about his own personal pocketbook. So I haven't heard back from him yet, but I am willing to, seal the deal in more ways than one if he changes his mind and publicly denounces Donald Trump. I might be willing to go for another spin, if you know what I'm talking about. I had to remind him that he was a black person. I had to remind him that he was a black person.
Oh, hell no! Is this your king? Huh? Is this your king?
Now, after Chelsea offered up sexual favors to get him to vote for the Democratic Party, and while reminding 50 Cent that he was a black person, I don't know why black people need to be reminded that they're black, but they've been doing that a lot, and no one has been saying anything. However, I digress. All right, after that clip, 50 jumped on Twitter immediately and denounced Trump and apologizing. I mean, like, it's funny to me because you heard me earlier mention that Black Twitter, Black Facebook, Black Instagram was on fire, pretty much on his heels about him endorsing Trump. But that didn't stop him. He even doubled down on it. But when Chelsea handler chastised him on the Jimmy Fallon show, here we go with the tweet. Like, for real? Like, wow. Like, okay. So I understand. You know what I'm saying? 50 didn't want those problems. He didn't want to become a Hollywood special 50 pack. And he changed his whole thing up. That's why I always felt like Ja Rule was always the realer nigga. Now we know 50 the trolling king, and it looks like he has a new album coming out. But other than that, you're soft. You soft. You Terry tissue soft. Do all that talking about getting people clapped. You'll get. Nah, please. It took Chelsea handler to sit you down. Softy. Where is Cameron when you need him? Where is he? Come back out, Cameron, with that fire diss. Man, Curtis, you are definitely.
I smell pussy.
Now, like I said earlier in the other podcast, I'm not the sharpest person in the room. Meet State Representative ShunKendrick. I don't know. Like, y'all be having apostrophes in the middle of y'all name. Meet ShunKendrick. Now, she is a part of the the state representatives of the state of Georgia. And I'm proud of her. To be a black woman to accomplish those things, man, you can't diss her. And I would never diss her. However, she exposed herself. Now, like Darshawn, like the rest of us, was watching the final debates, and she heard a part of the speech, of Donald Trump's speech, that involved smuggling over the border, smuggling children to be exact. And I think she mistook the words. Basically, when he was speaking of the coyotes, and I was like a little like, oh, what do you mean by coyotes? So I didn't say anything, and then I looked it up. But unfortunately, she went on head out and tweeted something that kind of made her look bad and kind of made her look uneducated. But however, she wasn't the only one. It was people all behind her saying the same thing. You're comparing the parents to coyotes. He's a terrible person. No, idiot. Not the actual animal. Now, she's been known to be on Twitter talking reckless, real reckless. And they got on her head right after that. Even the person she had dissed had got on her head about that. But if you look at this, she's kind of weird. I don't know if y'all want her to be in charge of the state of Georgia. If you can see this testicular Bill of Rights, I definitely wouldn't want her in charge of me. She's trying to charge men that don't use a condom with a criminal offense and ban vasectomies in Georgia for men? What? Hold on. Require DNA testing when a woman is 6 weeks. I agree with that. And after that is performed, you start paying child support immediately? Or can I be honest? Like, I don't trust her or anyone else who don't do research, for one, or could change their mind just by some little white lady saying something to them. That's scary to me. So why would I side with someone that's not educated or not informed or will not do their research and also is easily to flip-flop? Why would I vote for that? That's stupid. So as long as you got these people in position of power, they're gonna always be able to say this to us and get away with it.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
I had to remind him that he was a black person.
Look, I ain't praising Trump, but what I'm saying is, he's letting you think for your own self. The other side is telling you, if you don't do what they say, you ain't black. If I don't understand how you could even agree with that. It's the Underrated Podcast. I am your host, Angie, and I'm